Okay, hi everyone. We are going through the Witt Fit Flow today. I've got my lovely assistants Mike and Mikey, and this is just for you to follow along at home if you can't come to a session and you need something to do, or if we're looking for extra activities outside of the gym. Okay, so starting off, we're going to have our founder position. So feet nice and wide, wider than hips. We're going to chop the hips backwards, so we're hinging, sending our bottom to the wall in front and sending hands out here. Thinking fingers pressed together, our palms are pulling apart. Key things to think about, shoulders are pulling down and back. We don't want to be shrugging the shoulders up and eating the ears with those shoulders. Okay, things to think about now are playing around with the tensions in the feet. So we're thinking 3 points of contact, you'll hear that in the gym a lot, big toe, little toe, heel. We're going to go 5 seconds, spread the floor apart, really press outwards. We're squeezing the bottom, spreading the tiles apart here. Good, hold it there. On the reverse of that now, we're going to go 5-second hold, imagining we're dragging our feet in together, scooping the belly button in, squeezing the bottom. Good, we're sending our hands forwards and our hips backwards. Nice. Good, 3 seconds, 2, 1. Go ahead, bring your hands apart. We've got that imaginary box in front of us. Okay, we're going to stand nice and tall. Good, we're going to take our left leg forwards, our right leg back. Excellent, and with that box we're going to raise it above the head. Good, so we're thinking here we're going to tuck the hips underneath and we're going to feel that stretch in that extended leg towards the hip flexor. We're going to hold here, and all we're going to do now is send those arms over the extended leg. So the hips not moving to the side, we're sending over that left leg. Good. If you'd like an extra stretch here, you can grab that top wrist and pull it over the side. Good. Not looking to dislocate the wrist, we're just looking to gently grab and pull over the top. Good. Couple of seconds here. Let's go ahead to pressing into the back toes on the foot. We're going to pump the heel away from the floor. We're going to go 8 repetitions or so here, just really driving that foot away. If we find balance is a bit off in this extended position, we can come to the top. Good. How many on, Mike? 8. Good. Perfect. Go ahead, bring the arms down. We're going to kneel down on the floor, keep the left foot forwards, right knee comes to floor. Okay, let's go ahead, take both hands down to the ground. We're going to go left hand to foot, right hand on the floor. Good. Drive your knee towards the toes, pressing hips through to the hands. Getting a nice big stretch around the hips and the glutes. Good. We're going to take that elbow, we're going to press that knee out to the side over our pinky toe, getting a stretch on the inside of the leg. Good. Couple of seconds here, and then we drive the hips back. Good. Thinking squash your big toe down, hips are driving backwards again, hands are reaching forwards. We're thinking head down, hips nice and high. Good. Press your hips through for 2. Hips through towards your hands. Good. Couple of seconds here. Press those hips a little bit further forwards, Mike. And pull those hips back once again. Good. Big toe squash down. Head down, hips high. You should really feel that stretch in your hamstring. Working posterior chain, back of the legs. Good. Let's go hips through for 3. Good. This time we're going to take that left knee here. We're going to go tiny circles. Small circles of the knee. Good. Press that knee a little bit further forwards. Hold it. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Drive the hips back for 3. Nice. Hold it there. Keep your head down, your hips high. Good. Enjoying the stretch. Excellent. Okay, go ahead. Bring the hips on forwards. From here, let's go ahead and take our left elbow to left toe. So we're bringing that hand to shoulder, elbow to toes. We're lifting the chest up each and every time, getting a nice stretch on the outside of the glutes here. You might not be able to reach your toes yet, that's absolutely fine. We're aiming towards it, and once you get there, you know you've improved. Good, couple more reps here, going for roughly 8. How many, Mikey?
6.
6, good, 2 more. Perfect. After your 8, bring your hand back to foot. Okay, we're going to press into our back toes here, so the knee just comes off the floor a couple of inches. If the hips are higher than the shoulders, we don't want that to happen. We're going to come back down to the knee if that's the case. Okay, work on that as we go through. So taking our left hand, we're going to scoop under the armpit and we're going to rotate, showing chest and shoulder to ceiling. Notice the eyes are following the hand, so we get that nice rotation, keeping that nice neutral spine. Good. We're not looking for speed here, we're looking for range of motion. Really thinking about getting that shoulder underneath the armpit and then really trying to get the back of your hand to try and touch the floor behind. Good. Nice, let's go 2, 3 more here. Good, we drop down to the knee there, that's perfect, absolutely fine. Good. Go ahead, stop there guys, okay. From here, we're going to take our left heel, bring it across to the knee. Excellent, good. And then from here, we want to get that knee in line with our right knee. So really pull it back. You're going to start to feel a stretch in the top of the hip flexor, round to the glute. That's what we're looking for. Arms fully extended, chest is lifted away from the floor. Okay, we're going to sit our hips back and to the left. So Mike's going to sit back and towards me. Good. Can you feel a stretch there, Mike? Yeah. Mikey? Good. Okay, we're going to hold that position here. Holding that stretch. Couple more seconds here. Good. And then from there, let's go ahead, take both forearms down to the floor. Good. Again, we're going to take those hips, we're going to sit as far back and left as possible. We're going to hold this position. 5 seconds left. Good. Keep on breathing through the stretch. And come up from there. Let's go ahead, untangle those legs. So we're going to come up into our plank position now, our high plank. Good, we're pushing the floor away from ourselves. We're scooping that belly button in, we're squeezing the bottom. Okay, all we're going to do from here, 10 slow controlled shoulder taps. If we need to, widen the stance of the feet. And we're really pressing our weight into the hand on the floor. Notice here, I trust my coffee on this, the hips aren't moving at all. Mike, you could do some work. Stop that rotation. Good. Couple more. Once you've done your 10, hold your plank position. Good. And let's press those hips to the ceiling. Armpits down towards the floor. We're trying to get our chest towards our knees. Good. We're going to cycle the heels up and down, a couple of repetitions. Pumping the heels up and down towards the floor. Good. And let's walk those hands in towards the feet. Feet into hands. And we're going to tuck chin to chest, roll to the top. Excellent. Feel really nice and loose on one side? Good. Time for the second one. You warm enough, Mike? Good. Okay. Right, starting again. Feet nice and wide. We're going to chop the hips backwards. It's that hinging motion. Send your bottom to the wall behind you. Hands are coming out in front. Good. We're pulling shoulder blades back and down towards the bottom. We don't want to be hunched up, shrugging at the shoulders. Good. Scooping belly button in, squeezing the bottom. Good, so Mike was thinking knees back a bit more, hips a little bit higher, good. There we go, we're loading up the hamstrings. Squash your toes into the floor, okay? We're gonna go back to that 5-second hold. Spread the floor apart, you've got big toe, little toe, heel. We're really feeling the outside of the legs here. Good, big deep breaths. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna change the tension. Really pull your feet in towards the middle now. Again, pulling belly button in towards your spine. Good, really nice and tough. This is as tough as you're going to make it, okay? If you're not squeezed enough, you're not working hard, you're not going to feel it. Good. Go ahead, fully extend to the top there for me, stand all the way up. Good. Let's take our right leg forwards, left foot back. Good. From here, taking our box in front, you've got a delivery. Take that delivery above the head. That's a Mikey special one, isn't it, Mikey? Perfect. Okay, from here, we're going to tuck the hips underneath. We're going to get that stretch and that extended leg now. Okay, back foot is off, the heel is off the floor. From here, we're going to side bend over that right side. Good. Again, if you'd like that stretch, extra stretch, we grab the top wrist, we pull it on over. Good. Hold that stretch, couple seconds, big deep breath into the ribs. Good. And then we're going to pump the foot up and down, pressing into those toes. Looking for 8 repetitions. Good. Pressing higher than that rep before. Nice and controlled on the way up, nice and controlled on the way down. Good. How many, Mikey? 6. Good. 2 to go. Perfect. After that, you're going to straighten yourself up, hands come down, and we're going to bend that back knee So we're kneeling down on the floor. Good. From there, take right hand to foot, left hand to floor. And what we're going to do here is we're going to press the hips forwards. Press the hips through towards our hands, keeping that chest high. Couple of deep breaths here. We're thinking knees going to go as far forwards as it can without the heel coming off the floor. Good. 3 seconds, 2, 1. Let's drive those hips back. Keep your head down and your hips high. Really feel that stretch in the back of that right leg. Both feeling a stretch? Good. Squash your big toe down. Toes reaching forwards, hips are pulling backwards. Good. Press the hips through for 2. Hips towards the hands. Good. Chest is extended away from the floor, keeping that chest up. Nice. Really working around the glutes and the hips here. Good. Hips back for 2. Drive the hips on back. Nice. Perfect. Make sure that you're breathing through these stretches. Big belly breath full of air. Good. With each out breath, try and reach a bit further back. Good. Press the hips through for 3. Final time here. Good. And pull those hips back, final time. Good. Extending that right knee. Good. We're not looking to lock out. We've still got that soft bend, but we're extending, getting that stretch in the back of the leg. Good. Perfect. Press the knee back towards the toes for us. Okay, we're going to take that right hand, we're going to go right elbow to right toes. Okay, so hand to shoulder, elbow to toes. We're going to lift the chest up every time. We're going for 8 repetitions. Again, if you can't quite reach your toes yet, that's fine. We're aiming down the shin. We'll get there eventually. Good. Go 2 more reps for me here, guys. Again, we're aiming for 8 reps usually in these. Make sure we're getting these done. Good. Okay, from there, we're going to press into those back toes. The leg's going to be extended. Again, we don't want the hips higher than shoulders. Okay, so pressing into the back leg there. We're going to take right arm, scoop under the left arm and rotate up towards the ceiling. Showing that chest and shoulder off up above. Good. Try and get the back of the hand on the floor. Excellent, we're going for that 8 reps. So this is what, number 4, Mikey, around that. Good. We're thinking rotation from the hips. It's not just from the chest and the upper body. We're working the rotation from the hips. Good. Perfect. Good. After 8, go ahead, bring that right heel across to our left knee. Good, we're going to get that knee in line with the one on the left there. Right knee in line with left. Good. We're going to sit back and to the right, keeping our chest away from the floor, arms extended, and we should feel it in the right hand side of our glutes. Okay, holding that stretch there initially, getting it there, sitting further back and away from me now, Mike. Good. Excellent. Okay, we're going to hold here, couple of deep breaths, breathing in through the belly. Good, let's go ahead, take both arms down to the ground. We're getting chest close to floor, and now we're going to sit further back and to the right of this stretch. Good. Again, really important, we're breathing into these stretches. Try and reach further back with every out breath. Good. We're going to hold roughly 5 seconds here. Good. Go ahead, come up from there. Let's untangle the legs. We're going to come back to our plank position. We're going to release the stretch there, okay? Up into plank. Good, we're scooping belly button in towards spine. Hands are pulling in towards the feet are pulling in towards the hands. So everything is scooped in towards the middle. Good, got that nice solid shape here. The hips aren't left up high. Okay, we're nice and one line. From here, we're going to go plank to downward dog. However, every time we're in our plank position, we're going to raise one leg, flexing toe towards the shin. 1, 2, and then we go downward dog. Good. Again, we're looking for 8 repetitions here. Nice. We're not looking for masses of height. When we start going higher than we need to, we start to lose the back, we lose the core. So we're thinking lift the foot 6 inches off the floor, no higher than that. That's all we need. Good. In our downward dog, we're pressing the armpits down to the floor. We're dropping the heels down to the floor as well. Nice big stretch in the upper back and the legs. How many on, Mike? 8. 8, fantastic. Good. Okay, from here we're going to drop down to the knees and we're going to come onto our side. Okay, we're going for our side plank rotations. We're thinking elbows stacked under the shoulder. We've got feet stacked for slightly more advanced. We've got a staggered stance, and we've got from the knees. Okay, so if we need to, slightly regressed version here, we can work our way up as you get better at this flow. Okay, so we're driving the hips up, we're pressing into that arm on the floor, and we're trying to get our shoulder under the armpit. Really getting the rotation from the hips, keep the hips nice and high, and then we're just looking to stack that shoulder back on top. Good, don't let those hips drop. Nice work, Mike. Good, Mikey. Again, 8 repetitions on one side. Once you've done 8 on one side, 8 on the other. Good, nice. You can tell Mike's done a couple of those before. All the grace, transitioning over. Nice. Get that hand on top. Remember to smile, it's good for you. Makes them go quicker as well. Good, nice. Hips nice and high. How many on, Mike?
8.
8, magic. Once you've done your 8, you're going to roll onto your back. So we've just activated our core. We're going to go ahead, activate the glutes now. Really important if you're looking to avoid any back pain, okay? So feet hip width apart. What we're going to do from here, we're going to scoop the belly button in towards the spine, okay? We're going to drive our feet into the floor, press the hips nice and high. Okay, notice we're coming back to that sphere of tension in front of the chest, fingertips squeezing together, palms pulling apart. Okay, 2-second hold at the top, scoop the belly button in, we're going to roll down the spine. Really important that you're not just dropping your hips on the floor and arching the back, we're curving down the spine there. Good. Again, we're going to go for a nice 8 repetitions here. Good, don't lose that squeeze in the upper body, shoulders are tensed up, with shoulders are working hard, the glutes are working hard, and we're scooping the belly button in, we're working the core here. Good, how many on, Mikey? 5, good, couple more to go, we're nearly there. Good, remember that pause at the top, squeezing the glutes, we're stressing the muscle, and then we're bringing it back down. Good. Perfect. After that, go ahead, come back into our plank position. Here we go, up into our plank. We're pros at this by now. Okay, we're pressing our hands away from the floor. We're scooping the belly button in towards the spine, squeezing those glutes, we're activated everywhere. Okay, we're going to hold. How long do you want to hold it for, Mikey? 25 seconds. 25 seconds? 5 seconds, good. Holding it here. And press your bottom to ceiling into downward dog. Really think about getting your knees, your chest as close to your knees as possible. Driving the heels down to floor. Good. And from here we're going to cycle the calves up and down. 8 repetitions we're going for. Good. After our 8, we're going to slowly walk the feet in towards our hands. We're going to widen our stance as we get towards the top. And we're going to hang out in this bottom position here. We're relaxed in the upper back. Let the back of the hands just relax on the floor. Okay, hips are pulling backwards. We're stretching out the hamstrings. Let's go ahead, gently walk the hands over to the left-hand side. Good, we're going to hold this position. We're feeling a stretch in that left-hand side, holding it. And walking over to the right-hand side. Good, staying relaxed in the upper back. Good. Holding it there, a couple more seconds. Good, back to center. From here, we're going to keep our chin tucked to chest, scoop the belly button in towards the spine, and we're going to roll up to the top. We're not looking for speed here, we're looking for control. Then once we're at the top, we get to see their lovely faces again. Hey, stand all the way up. And there you go. Thank you. Thank you. There we go. Happy flowing.